Hi, me John Barber, Editor-in-Chief at IDW Publishing, and welcome to Barbershop. Okay, so this is funny because it sounds like I'm making this up, but in the past couple weeks, for reasons I'm not really sure of, I started digging into old sword and sorcery novels. You know, ones about melancholy swordsmen, muscle-bound barbarians, magic and lore and fantasy realms. Heroes with a dark side standing against powerful evil with an even darker side. The stuff of old comic books and yellowed paperbacks pulled from a garage somewhere, smelling as musty as the heroes contained within. Actually, that's gross. It's also not accurate. I mean, this is a genre that's expanded and grown. It's thriving and alive today. And, well, it doesn't actually sound like I'm making it up either. I mean, why would I make that up? So, another thing you maybe know about me, and this will come together in a minute, is I like the Transformers. I've spent some time in their world. I'm always excited to revisit it. And I love to see new creators take on these characters I love, and I really, really love it when they come at it with a whole new take on the characters, which is what writer Steve Orlando delivered when he brought us the idea of King Grimlock, a new 5-issue limited series debuting right now from IDW and Hasbro. And King Grimlock is what pulls all this talk of swords and magic together. This is the story of Grimlock the Barbarian, and of Grimlock finding out exactly where he really fits in. Maybe. Okay, let me pull this apart for a minute and mention my old friend Augustin Padilla is on art too. Now, I was blown away by Steve Orlando's amazing run on Midnighter years back, and his work has just gotten better and more focused, even as we get more insight into his interests. Like, who'd have guessed sword and sorcery? Add to that, Grimlock, the Dinobot leader. Me, Grimlock, not nice dino. You know the guy? Bristles at authority, maybe the toughest Autobot out there? Here's what happens. Grimlock and the Dinobots help lead an Autobot offensive against some dangerous enemies on Cybertron, and then Grimlock starts, well, bristling at authority. At Optimus Prime's authority, specifically. If you're a Transformers fan, you know the score. If you're not, Steve Orlando and company get you up to speed pretty quick. Before you're 3 pages into this extra-length issue, something happens to Grimlock, and he vanishes, reappearing in a realm called Menonia, a realm of wild beasts and ferocious warriors. And that's where we start. Grimlock stranded on a hostile world, beset by forces intent on destroying him. In short, Grimlock's dream world. And who cares if some puny humans want his help? Grimlock's not about to let anybody spoil his fun. I mentioned Augustin Padilla draws the issue, the whole series. He's drawn Transformers before, so he's got a great handle on the metal folks. But what really made him the right person to call in is some of his other work. Excellent runs on Suicide Squad and Green Arrow, and he's even spent some time in the Dungeons & Dragons Forgotten Realms on IDW's Legend of Drizzt series. So Augustin knows his high fantasy, his modern high fantasy, and he and Steve work in concert together, melding the gritty, dangerous world of contemporary swords and sorcery together with the universe of the Transformers, or at least one gritty, dangerous Transformer. They're joined by Jeremy Caldwell, who provides his signature lush colors, adding an additional layer of depth and atmosphere to Augustin's bold line work. For longtime Transformers fans, well, I might have thrown out a piece or two that might ring some bells, which is awesome. But one of the things that's really exciting to me, because I love this stuff, is that King Grimlock #1 is one of those comics that absolutely does not require a PhD in Transformers to fully enjoy. This is one you can hand to anybody and say, check this out. Or, if you yourself are in the mood for something different, here's one for you. Grimlock, tough, rebellious, turns into a metal Tyrannosaurus Rex, is trapped on a hostile realm, on a path from barbarian warrior to king. That's all you need to know, and I think you'll like the ride we take you on. So check out King Grimlock #1, written by Steve Orlando, drawn by Augustin Padilla, colored by Jeremy Caldwell, lettered by Jake M. Wood, and edited by Tom Waltz, Riley Farmer, and David Marriott. And you can't miss the amazing cover by Kerry Nord, a fellow who knows a thing or two about barbarians. And Augustin's cover, plus a variant by the always amazing Matheus Santaluco of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder and Hell fame. Available now at the IDW website or your local comic book store. And as always, let's use this time to connect and keep the IDW community active. It's all for this week. Remember, you can keep up with IDW on social media and check back here for news and updates. Thanks for watching.